Welcome to Recipes Recommended. Today our recommendation, beef and bean chili, comes to us from Lisa's mom, Kim, who learned it from her mom, Doris. According to the recipe card provided, they had it every Saturday growing up. On the flip side of the recipe card, Kim states a few changes she has made. After honoring the original recipe, we decided to make the recipe again, adding some of our changes too. This recipe is the epitome of home cooking and what I like to call an heirloom recipe, filled with love and an inspiration for generations. We hope you enjoy it. I like to use a meat grinder when I'm making chili and other recipes such as homemade hamburgers, mostly because I can add exactly the right ratio of fat to beef. Also, it's a lot of fun. Here I'm grinding chuck twice to get the texture I'm looking for. You can find a meat grinder attachment like I have for various brands of stand mixers. Chili is all about layering flavor. The first step in chili is always to brown whatever meat you're using as the base. After a few minutes in my Dutch oven, and enough beef fat has rendered out, I add the next layer, a whole yellow diced onion. And shortly after, I add the spices. Here we're only using chili powder, cumin, oregano, salt, and pepper. Getting the spices in early allows them to bloom and fully flavor the chili. The next layer is tomato paste, adding nuance and body, and then one of our additions, chipotle peppers and adobo. Chipotle adds a smoky and subtle spice which really complements this type of recipe. With a great foundation cooking away, we add our next addition, a can of drained and washed black beans and a 28-ounce can of diced tomatoes, although any tomato product like crushed tomatoes would be fine here. And finally, the final layer to the chili is about 4 cups of beef stock. Once the chili comes up to a simmer, you just need to stir it periodically while you're working on other things. It'll get to the right doneness in a couple of hours. We love eating chili, as a meal and also on cheese fries. This one is easy, turned out great, and is truly the heart and soul of what a family recipe is. There's no wonder why Doris served it every Saturday. I'm happy we could add to its legacy. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like button, commenting, and subscribing. We'll also be publishing a corresponding blog post with more of my thoughts and experience making this recipe. You can find that on our website, recipesrecommended.com. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget, great minds eat alike.